With me soon going to Busch Gardens, Tampa, it got me thinking, what's in the future for this SeaWorld park? On June 18th, 1999, Gwazi, a GCI dueling wind coaster, opened to the public. At first, this ride proved to be at the top of the park's lineup, but over the years, it got rougher and rougher, and then, in 2013, Blackfish.
We need SO to respond for a dead person at SeaWorld.
Blackfish was a documentary showing the life of Telecom, an orca that was responsible for 3 deaths over its 33 years as a performer at SeaWorld. The documentary had people questioning whether if it was ethical or not to capture orcas and put them into captivity. This was required to put on the orca show at the SeaWorld parks. Naturally, SeaWorld got a lot of backlash from people everywhere. There were people saying to boycott SeaWorld and many things like that. SeaWorld's second quarter income from 2014 to 2015 fell over 80% as a result of all this. I'm not going into much detail, but Airtime Fails made a really interesting video about this. I suggest you go check it out. The link will be in the video description. Anyway, this documentary caused SeaWorld to struggle just to get by. As a result, they laid off many employees and closed several rides. One of these rides was Gwazi, which closed February of 2015. With many of their sea life shows ending, SeaWorld began to turn to roller coasters to bring back their company. After many teasers, Busch Gardens Tampa announced Iron Gwazi, an RMC remake of Gwazi. This is a massive ripoff of Steel Vengeance, as it is only 1 foot taller, and I'm just kidding, it'll be a good ride. But seriously, it is 1 foot taller, 1 mile per hour faster, and 1 degree steeper than Steel Vengeance. Are you serious? That sounds like something Six Flags would do. But that's not the point. The point is that SeaWorld has turned to a roller coaster for profit instead of sea life shows. So my question is, what's in the future for Busch Gardens Tampa? I have several ideas. My first idea is that they could build one of the new Vekoma coasters, something like Lek Coaster at Legendia or Formula at Energylandia. These coasters are extremely cheap, as Lek Coaster was $4.8 million, so they wouldn't break the bank. Also, these rides are relatively compact, but they're not as likely as my second idea. My second idea is for the RMC Raptor or T-Rex. These rides are intense, fast-paced experiences. Though I have not ridden one, I've seen rave reviews online. These are also extremely cheap, as both Railblazer and Wonder Woman Golden Lasso Coaster were $7 million. Busch Gardens doesn't necessarily have to go with a clone, but I have several ideas of where they could go, and just about all of them are compact. As for where to put these rides, I have several theories. My first and worst idea is to take out Scorpion and put something there. The park already has Cheetah Hunt as a tame thrill coaster with one inversion, and this Schwarzkopf is generally looked down upon in the coaster community. My more likely theory is that there are 2 empty plots of land right next to Iron Gwazi. I'm not sure if Iron Gwazi is using this space or not, but if it isn't, you could easily put one there. The left plot of land has enough room to put an RMC Raptor clone. Before I end the video, I want to share my craziest, most outlandish theory, and that is if you put a B&M Hyper where the safari is. Ryan, what? That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. The park is literally themed to Africa. They can't take that out. I know. Let me explain. So B&M Hypers typically have massive airtime hills and turns. This means that not a lot of land will need to be sacrificed, as you could keep the land under the airtime hills while only the valleys of the coaster will need to be used. Here, you can see an example of a layout, and the purple will be the only land used. So if you put the station near Koba's Curse and Montu, and what if it jets out into the safari? You can see 2 possible layouts in red and blue. Regular L-shaped layouts are long and skinny. You won't have to take much out to put one in, just long, thin stretches of land, and again, that's on top of not needing the land under the airtime hills. Thank you guys so much for watching. What do you think about my theories? What other theories do you have? Post your opinions in the comments below and make sure to subscribe. See you guys in the next video. Goodbye.